guys, as you can see, I'm in the car, and that's because I'm headed to lead worship at a camp this weekend, and I wanted to bring you guys along because this is one of those situations where there's no sound guy, there's no video guy, there's no anybody other than me and a couple friends that are going to be leading worship with me. So I put together a little rig that kind of helps me control everything from the front of the room, which I assume a lot of you guys have to do week in and out if you're doing mobile church or something like that. So I wanted to bring you guys along to show you what I've put together. Still got a lot of driving to do, but when I get there, I'm going to set everything up and then I'm going to let you guys check it out. So I'm here and I'm set up, and I didn't have a ton of time to do so I'm sweaty and I'm a mess, but I wanted to take a few minutes to show you guys the setup that I'm using this weekend. So I've got a couple things happening here. One, you'll notice that I have a kick drum. That's because I'm playing kick drum whenever I'm playing acoustic guitar. I'm also playing some keys, but the two real stars of the show here are MainStage and the Helix, and let me explain what I mean. So MainStage, I'm running the That Worship Sound Worship Essentials bundle, which this is version 1.3. This is the light version, so it's just using built-in MainStage sounds, primarily using the That Worship Sound patch. And you'll notice I've modified it a little bit in that I've dropped these playback plugins down there below the module, and there's one for each key of song that I'm going to be doing this weekend for the sake of pads. And what I've loaded into those plugins are the free Worship Tech Tools pads. And then up there I have another one, the yellow one, which is my pre-roll track. And what I've done with the Helix, first off, I'm running my guitar, my acoustic guitar through the Helix to get good compression, EQ, a little bit of delay and reverb, but nothing really crazy. And then it's got a built-in tuner, which is really awesome. I'm running my vocals through the Helix, same thing, a little bit of verb and delay, some compression and EQ. And then the awesome thing, let me walk you through my switches here. So this switch is my effects mute for my vocals so that I can mute my effects when I don't need them on my vocal. This switch is my pad stop button. And then these 6 white switches are my 6 ambient pads that I'm going to be using. So that's 6 different keys. And if I hit one, it tells MainStage, it tells MainStage to fire that audio file. So if I fire the E pad, and then I can stop the pad, which is really cool. I won't do it because of copyright reasons, but I have a pre-roll button here too, and when I hit that, I can use the volume pedal to fade in pre-roll and then fade out pre-roll with that button. So yeah, it's a really cool setup. I've got a cheap MIDI controller here with a Korg Nano Control 2 controlling all that stuff. And yeah, so the idea here is that we don't have a worship sound guy this weekend, so I'm doing it all from stage, and I didn't want it to feel like less quality because we didn't have that, so I just went all out with the Helix and MainStage to make this work. So I think maybe you guys could use a setup like this too, and there's other ways to do it without something like the Helix using MainStage. But I think maybe if you're in a mobile church setup, or if you're somewhere where you're just standalone, you're the only guy, a setup like this can be really, really, really helpful. So I wanted you guys to see it, and I appreciate you guys stopping by, and I will see you in the next video.